how should this be handled in your view? What's the response? We're going to come back to the ICJ case for now.
Yes, sir.
But how do we deal with Iran? Let's stick, because it seems to me you are saying that at the source, at the core of the problem, the roots of the problem, because Iran is funding, and we're not the first person to say that. I've read about that, I've heard about it, that Iran is the funder, the supporter, financier of these, the Houthis, Hamas, Hezbollah. I'm not sure. Do they fund Hezbollah as well in some
Yes,
form?
sir. Absolutely. Hezbollah is an arm of Iran. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how do you deal with this? Do you, if you deal with Iran, do you address, if you were to, what can I call, right, disable Iran from in some form, whether it's military, however this is done, that would address the issue, right? Because that's the core, the roots problem. It's Iran.
I would say it's a huge part of it. It's not the only part, but it is a huge part. Absolutely. When you're talking about the type of influence that is being placed on South Africa, particularly the ANC, you are talking about, this is the connection to what we were saying earlier about the domestic issues where South Africa is concerned. The ANC not only not tending to these economic issues that are very, very desperately needed, but distracting itself with the will of the Ayatollahs, of Hamas, right? Again, for example, just as you already know, but let me say this for people listening, what benefit is it of any South African for a South African government to take Israel to the ICJ? None. None whatsoever. And even for people say it's a moral cause, what about the moral cause of the Boko Haram slaughtering Christians in Nigeria? There's all kinds of moral causes all over the continent. The question becomes, what benefit is it to South Africa, its economy, its education for its young people? How does the ANC working as hand in hand with Iran, attacking Israel, help anybody in South Africa? And this is what we are saying. While the situation continues to deteriorate in South Africa, who's benefiting from it? Well, if you're talking about places like Iran or like Hamas, these entities, they are benefiting now from the oppression of the South African people. Why? Because the more the ANC listens to what Tehran or Hamas is saying, the less they are concerned with what's going on with their own people. This is very, very, and I'll say this last part, this is throughout Africa. Nigeria is suffering a genocide of Christians. And once again, Iran's handprint is there as well, right? Al-Qaeda is involved. The Sahel region is on fire. You have these emerging African economies like what's going on in Burkina Faso. And one of the things that this young leader is trying to do, among many other things, is defend his country against the jihadists that are trying to infiltrate his country. This is maybe the fight of Africa's life right now in terms of its emerging and moving forward. How can we have a healthy economy in an African country when we have Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, Hamas, when we have these very, very nefarious actors seeking to not just destroy Africa, but to use it as an Islamic caliphate?